Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to Pepe update. Now we are still open for the private. We're going to actually close the private in 14 days. If you want to join for Q2 or April, do message me on Discord. Alright, so there are some few things I want to talk about Pepe. Number one is that Pepe here on the weekly looks very good, right? After a series of red candles on the weekly, this is one very big green positive candle here. So the last time that we were making this candle right there, we saw some consecutive green wick, right? I do believe that I do see that we will probably have a very green week next week, hopefully. And I mean, as far as I kind of personally, first of all, I want to say that your stop loss is going to be updated down to 513. Pepe does not have any business going down to below and closing below 513. And notice the words here, it is to close below 513. You can still hit 513, but as long as you wick down there, that doesn't make any difference. It's just a stop loss hunt. But the words are very clear here that you don't want to close below 513. That means going down, having the candles making some negative back testing and closing below here is going to be very bad. All right, so the weekly is out the window. Let's get into the 4-hour time frame. So the 4-hour time frame looks pretty solid, and we are breaking above this support and resistance, in my opinion, or at least we're trying to. So the trend line is probably going to be like this, and yes, this is for the first time we're having that little bit of a break after January 2025. So after almost 3 months, you're breaking below this downtrend that we're having at the moment. Another thing is that the EMAs are also getting a bullish crossover, so you've already actually established it. So you can see we've broken above, and we're really making that bull cross at the moment on the 4-hour time frame. So things are looking so good for Pepe. And one last thing to top it out, you do have an inverse head and shoulders. So we do know that inverse head and shoulders are bullish patterns. So you have left shoulder, head here, right shoulder, very nice inverse head and shoulders. So all we need to do is break the neckline, which is very possible that it's going to happen, and we could see Pepe coming back to 1001. So you do have one pattern that you can really earn out of, and that can actually be a nice good 39% move coming up in the next coming few days, maybe perhaps next week, because as I showed you the weekly candles, they're looking good. In the next 23 hours, today is the last day of the week to close the weekly, and then next week probably we should be looking next week to see Pepe try to move to that 1001 department and make almost that 40% win. And that's all for the video. I'm going to see you in the next one. Love.